Hi everybody. I'm gonna do a little story time. Let me see if I can brighten this up a little bit. Here you go. So this was basically what happened to me today. I had to take my daughter to school, and she had gotten herself into band, and we really didn't know what it included when you get into band in high school. So apparently you go to football games and you stay in as late as the football games go. You also travel with them to games that they're going on out of town. I didn't know all this stuff. The school counselor didn't explain to me about all this stuff. And anyways, uh, in the end, my daughter miscommunicated with me what time she was supposed to be picked up from school. We went there on the time that she told us. It was me and my husband. He was driving. And basically, we stood there for 40 minutes not seeing her or being able to get a hold of her because she didn't answer her phone. Little did we know that she stuck her phone in her book bag, and her book bag was in a classroom where all the instruments go back into. So she was there for the entirety of the game. I didn't know that these games lasted till about 8. Woof woof, bitch. Wow. No, sorry. I didn't know that these games lasted till 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. If it goes into overtime, even 11 o'clock at night. And that's really freaking late, especially when you have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning the very next day. So, and then she still has to do her schoolwork, her homework, and everything. It's just too much stuff, you know. She already has like neurological disorder herself, and she can't deal with like all that the next day. It's gonna be way too much. But little did we know, what was happening. We got scared, and we ended up calling the police to find out where she was at. And it turns out the school police went ahead and explained to us about the game, how long it lasted. So there was not much that we could do there except just wait till she got home, and that was like past 9 o'clock. So it was insane. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. So yeah, well, anyways, I got a little off track. But the police, yeah. So we ended up calling the police. They told us about the whole thing and the schedule and everything. So that's how that went. And unfortunately, um, I had the police involved and everything. But no, they were nice enough to talk to us and let us know about everything. We were cool with it. We just waited for her. She did call us, but it was like way past after 9. And it was just a scary situation because I didn't know where my kid was. Um, so, all right, yeah, that's basically what happened with there. But that's what led up to today, me having to go to school with my daughter and going to the office, to the counselor's office, to please ask them to take her off of band. Uh, it was going great. Went inside the school, was waiting right at the front office, and it takes a while because they have to process your driver's license and print out, a visitor's sticker and everything so you can take with you. And I was waiting around, and one of the teachers had came up, and in my brain, like the first thing that popped up was smooth R&B, singer. And then the next thing that popped up was like, this dude reminds me of Babyface or something like that. Like, there were just thoughts popping into my head, but I was trying to resist saying them, and the more that I did that, the more it built up, and it just kind of exploded out. And I said, "You look like a smooth R&B singer," and it came out so forceful that it didn't sound like me saying it anymore. And then the next thing that I knew, I was really trying to hold it back, but the next thing that popped out was, "You look like Babyface, smooth R&B singer," and it was just so forceful when it came out. So it sounded really funny, and the gentleman, which was a school teacher, had responded with, "Oh, no way, Babyface. He's a smooth looking guy." He goes, "There's no way I look like Babyface." And he goes, "Well, that was a nice compliment." And it just kept going off, and I had to apologize to him. I had to explain to him that I have Tourette's. I couldn't control it, and it was just coming out really forceful. My brain was just associating him with something that I had seen from the past. So that's how that went, and it was super embarrassing. My daughter was laughing her ass off. For me, it's embarrassing. For her, apparently, it was funny, and that's how it had ended up. And then throughout the rest of the time, on the way to the counselor's office, I the sound of all these kids screaming and talking so loud and yelling at each other, and just crossing each other's paths and having conversations, it was so overwhelming on my senses that I was literally going off every 5 seconds. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And I don't know if people could hear me or if they didn't hear me, but it was just happening so much, and it was random, and it was just popping up. Fuck off, fuck off. And woof, woof, bitch was happening as well. Me saying that too. All these things were happening, and on the way to the counselor's office, when we finally got there, I had to apologize because Woof Woof Bitch was coming out, and it was a quiet room, so everybody could hear me. It started to calm down a little bit as we were in that quiet room, but then it acted up when we had to go speak to the counselor herself. My head and my neck were twitching, and Woof Woof Bitch was happening, and wows were going off. So it was just frustrating to be able to kind of go through that. I hate that I can't control any of it. It's just automatically happening constantly. And it's only when I'm overstimulated, my sensories are overloaded. So, you know, hearing, smelling, sight, taste, touch, things like that, all that stuff is overstimulating for me. So, yep, that's what ended up happening to me today. And that's my little story time. And oh, look, I did my nails. They came out so cool. They glow in the dark. But I'm not going to show you that right now. But it is fresh, so. Alrighty. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. God bless you all. And please be kind to each other. Later.